My parents took massive amounts of medication every day to stay young forever. They even stored my blood and regularly performed blood replacements on themselves. On the outside, they looked like they were 30, but in reality, they were already 65. In their eyes, my blood was more precious than gold. In their pursuit of immortality, they cloned countless versions of me. They bought a private island outright and turned it into a biotechnology empire, selling my blood as a luxury commodity to wealthy clients. Since I was a child, they told me I had a rare form of lupus. Because my immune system was weak, I wasn't allowed to go outside freely. For the past 10 years, I hadn't left the mansion, and I hadn't made any friends. That was until one day when my mother hired a girl to keep me company. Her name was Brooke. She brought me all kinds of wigs and taught me how to dress up. Gradually, we became best friends. I confided in her about having lupus, and then I had to take lots of medication every day. Later, she told her younger brother about it. Her brother had a mysterious friend online. They shared my medical condition and medication regimen with this person, but the person said that none of the drugs I was taking were actually used to treat lupus. Even worse, taking them long-term could turn me into a vegetative state.
Her doctor or her parents give her something like that. Where'd he go?
That's it. The Velcro Baron only promised us 2 minutes.
Brooke began to suspect that my parents had deceived me. One mealtime, she secretly put sleeping pills in our food. Both my mother and I quickly passed out. When I woke up, I was in Brooke's car.
What happened? Where? I know how this looks, but it was my only choice. How did I get in your car? Where's my mom?
Drugged her, you too. But I had to get you out of that house. They're making you sick.
Let me out.
I didn't know what else to do. You have to believe me. We're going back to my place. Your parents,
They aren't who you think they are.
I didn't know whether I could trust her. Just as I was about to jump out of the car, we crashed. Afterward, we were taken to the hospital. The doctors discovered that my blood type was extremely rare, and they claimed my blood showed abnormal polymorphism, a condition usually seen only in patients with multiple transfusions or autoimmune diseases. Soon after my father arrived at the hospital, the attending physician told him that continuing treatment as if I had lupus would only make my condition worse. But my father insisted that I had a private medical team and didn't need hospital intervention. Then he took me back home. Back at home, I couldn't stop thinking about Brooke, so I called the hospital, and it was the attending physician who answered. The doctor said she was still in a coma and asked if I'd had a follow-up.
what do you mean?
They didn't tell you?
That phone call made me start to question whether I had ever been sick at all. To test my theory, I began secretly spitting out my medication and flushing it down the toilet. To my surprise, the next day my appetite improved noticeably, and my energy levels recovered significantly. So I decided to stop taking the medication entirely, flushing every single pill down the toilet, but soon I began to notice something unusual in my body. That morning, while brushing my teeth, I actually coughed up a few drops of blood.